Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into mental well-being and we'll explore 4 key areas that can make a huge difference: sleep, social support, emotional regulation, and unhelpful perfectionism. Mental well-being isn't just about not feeling stressed. It's about having balance, resilience, and the ability to handle life's ups and downs. And what's really interesting is how these 4 areas are all connected. So let's get into it. Let's start with sleep hygiene. Think of sleep as the foundation of your brain. When you're sleep deprived, your concentration drops, your emotions swing all over the place, and even small problems feel overwhelming. But here's the key part. Our sleep is controlled by something called the circadian rhythm. Basically, your body's internal clock. It runs on a 24-hour cycle, telling you when to feel awake and when to feel tired. The circadian rhythm is influenced by light. In the morning, sunlight triggers your body to release cortisol, which helps you feel alert. At night, darkness signals your brain to produce melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. That's why scrolling on your phone late at night messes you up. The blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, which delays melatonin and keeps you awake. Here's a quick checklist to help you perfect your sleep schedule. So good sleep hygiene isn't just about going to bed on time. It's about working with your body's circadian rhythm to produce a regular and well sleep schedule that works with your body, not against it. The second big factor is social support systems. As humans, we're wired for connection. When life gets stressful, having people who listen, care, and understand can make the difference between coping and crumbling. And it doesn't take a huge circle of friends to feel supported. In fact, studies show that quality matters more than quantity. 1 or 2 genuine close relationships can have a much bigger impact on well-being than 100 casual acquaintances. Think about it. Who can you actually turn to when you're struggling? That's your real support system. And just as important, being that support for someone else builds connection and purpose too. The third area is emotional regulation, or how we deal with our feelings. Everyone feels stressed, angry, or anxious sometimes. The difference is in how we respond to these emotions. One effective strategy is called reappraisal. That's when you reframe a situation in a more positive or helpful way. For example, instead of thinking, "I failed this test, I'm a failure," you might think, "This shows me what to improve on next time." Same event, but a totally different impact on your well-being. On the other hand, constantly suppressing emotions, just pushing them down and pretending they don't exist, usually backfires. It can increase stress, tension, and even affect physical health. That's where simple tools come in: mindfulness, grounding techniques, or even just taking a few breaths. These aren't about ignoring emotions, but about giving your brain and body space to reset before you react. Finally, let's talk about unhelpful perfectionism. Wanting to do well can motivate us, but when it turns into "I need to be perfect" or "I'm worthless," that's where it gets harmful. Unhelpful perfectionism often shows up as procrastination, because if the task can't be done perfectly, we put it off, or as burnout, from working endlessly and never feeling like it's good enough. The truth is, mistakes are part of being human. They're how we learn. A healthier approach is aiming for progress over perfection. That means setting realistic goals, practicing self-compassion, and remembering that your value isn't defined by your flawless achievements. What's powerful is how these areas connect. Poor sleep makes emotions harder to regulate. Perfectionism can damage relationships and reduce social support, and without support, it's hard to manage emotions. So mental well-being isn't just about fixing one thing in isolation. It's about making small, sustainable changes across all of these areas: sleep, support, emotional balance, and letting go of unhelpful perfectionism. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and let me know in the comments which of these 4 areas you want to work on most.